I don't think I've seen anything like it since Messi.
He's the chosen one.
Yeah.
He's the chosen one.
I think he's the best player in the world, to be honest.
The 17-year-old, I think, is doing things that no other 17-year-old's ever done in football, I think, at the moment. I don't know if there's anyone more exciting to go to a stadium.
He might go on to equal Messi.
The best player in the world right now is Lamine Yamal.
Danny Rodriguez, the man chasing. It's Lamine Yamal. Oh. What a magnificent goal that is.
If you're trying to shoot like Lamine Yamal, stop copying the highlights, because the real reason he scores isn't just talent. It's the footwork before the shot, the way he shifts defenders, and how he gets power and curl with almost no backlift. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how Yamal shoots, the techniques he actually uses in games, and the training drills that will help you develop the same type of finishing, step by step. Most wingers either cut inside and shoot, or they cross. Defenders know this. Goalkeepers know this. So they prepare for it. What makes Yamal different is that he makes both options look identical until the very last fraction of a second. Watch him closely in any Barcelona match. He receives the ball wide on the right. He shapes up like he's going to drive into the box. The defender shifts their weight to block the run. And then Yamal opens his body and curls one into the far top corner before the keeper has even moved. He does this again and again. And it works again and again. Why? 3 reasons. First, his shot selection is elite. He doesn't just shoot when he feels like it. He shoots when he's already in the right position. By the time he's pulling the trigger, his body is already perfectly set up for the finish. There's no scrambling, no adjustments. It looks effortless because the preparation happened 2 touches earlier. Second, he almost always targets the far post. This isn't a coincidence. The far post curler is statistically the hardest shot for a goalkeeper to save. It moves away from them, travels across their body, and bends into a corner they're the furthest from. Yamal has turned this shot into his signature weapon. Third, his release is fast. Seriously fast. He doesn't take one touch, look up, adjust, look up again, and then shoot. He processes the information earlier, so by the time the ball arrives, he already knows what he's doing. That half second of hesitation you see in most players, Yamal has eliminated it. What you should focus on copying: the far post curl, the fast release, and the preparation that happens before the shot, not the shot itself. Most players try to copy the flashy part and skip the setup. That's the wrong way around. This is the chapter most people skip, and it's the reason most people never improve their shooting. The shot doesn't start when your foot meets the ball. It starts 3 touches before that. Watch Yamal when he receives the ball. His first touch isn't just about controlling it. It's about positioning it. He sets the ball slightly outside the frame of his body, roughly 30 to 45 centimeters ahead and to the right. That placement means his next stride puts him in the perfect striking position without needing any extra adjustment. If you receive a ball and it ends up under your feet or too close to your body, you've already lost. You're going to rush, you're going to lean back, and the shot is going to fly over the bar. You've seen it happen. You've probably done it yourself. The adjustment touch is everything. This is a small, controlled touch, sometimes just a light nudge, that moves the ball into the ideal striking zone before you shoot. It doesn't need to be a big movement. Yamal often uses the outside of his foot or his laces to make this adjustment in one smooth motion. It looks like ball control. It is actually shot preparation. Now let's talk about the planting foot, because this is where most players make their biggest mistake. Your planting foot. The non-kicking foot should land roughly level with the ball, pointing in the direction you want the shot to go. If your plant foot lands too far behind the ball, you'll lean back and skew the shot high. If it lands too far in front, you'll scoop underneath it or miss hit entirely. Yamal plants his foot just behind and beside the ball, slightly to the outside. This creates space for his kicking leg to swing through cleanly. His hips are already open toward the target before his foot even leaves the ground on the kick. The last piece of footwork is tempo change. Before he shoots, Yamal almost always slows down slightly, takes 1 or 2 quick shuffle steps, and then explodes into the strike. That micro pause is intentional. It throws the defender's timing off and gives him the split second he needs to get his body right. Practice this in your own sessions. Receive, adjust, plant, strike. Over and over. When it becomes automatic, your shooting changes completely. Here's the biggest myth in youth football. Power comes from swinging your leg harder. It doesn't. Power comes from your hips. Watch any slow-motion clip of Yamal striking a ball cleanly. His leg swing looks controlled, almost relaxed, but his hips rotate through the ball with serious force. That rotation is where the speed comes from. His leg is just the final piece of a chain reaction that starts at his ankle, travels through his knee, and finishes with a full hip drive through the ball. Let's break this down properly. Body lean is the starting point. When you lean slightly over the ball, chest forward, head down, eyes on the contact point, you keep the shot low and controlled. When you lean back, the ball goes high. Most young players lean back without realizing it because they're trying to generate power from their upper body. Stop doing that. Next is ankle lock. This one is non-negotiable. Before your foot makes contact, your ankle must be locked, pointed downward, rigid, not floppy. A loose ankle means you lose control of where the ball goes and you lose pace on the shot. Lock it before you swing, keep it locked through contact, and only relax it on the follow-through. Contact point matters enormously. For a straight-driven shot, you want to hit through the middle of the ball with the top of your foot, the hard bone area where your laces sit, roughly from the big toe knuckle back toward the ankle. For a curled shot, you hit through the inside of the ball with the inside of your foot. We'll cover that in detail in the next chapter. Striking through the ball, not at it. This is a simple cue, but it changes everything. Instead of thinking about hitting the ball, think about driving your foot through the ball toward the target. Your follow-through should be long and smooth, ending with your kicking leg pointing toward the goal. If your follow-through cuts short, you're hitting at the ball, and the shot will be weak. The common mistake players make when copying Yamal, and it's almost universal, is that they see the pace on his shot and they try to match it by swinging their leg as hard as they can. They get no follow-through, no ankle lock, and their plant foot is in the wrong place. The result is a mis-hit or a ball in a row Z. Slow it down first. Get the mechanics right at 70% pace. Speed comes naturally once the technique is clean. This is Yamal's signature. The inside foot curl from the right side, bending away from the goalkeeper into the far top corner. It is genuinely one of the hardest shots to stop in football, and he produces it consistently at the highest level in the world. Here's how it works. You're going to use the inside of your foot, the curved bony area from the base of your big toe running back along your arch. This is your contact surface. The more cleanly you can connect this surface to the lower inside quadrant of the ball, the more spin and bend you'll generate. Before you shoot, your body needs to be open. This means your hips are angled toward the far post, not the ball. A lot of players make the mistake of staying square and then trying to curl the ball with just their foot. That produces weak, looping shots that any keeper can hold. Yamal opens his entire body to the target. His chest faces the far post. His hips face the far post. His plant foot points toward the far post. Then his leg swings across the ball from right to left, and the spin does the rest. Aim for the near side post first in your head. This sounds counterintuitive, but it works. If you aim directly at the far corner, you'll often pull the shot wide. By aiming your foot at the near post and letting your body position redirect the ball, you naturally curve the shot toward the far corner. It's a mental trick that helps with consistent direction. Timing the shot after cutting inside is critical. Yamal doesn't just dribble in and shoot from wherever he ends up. He has a specific zone, roughly 18 to 22 meters out, slightly inside the right channel, where he prefers to strike. As soon as he gets into that zone, the decision is already made. He doesn't need to think. He's rehearsed it thousands of times. You're aiming zones inside the goal. Forget about trying to pick the exact corner. Instead, divide the goal into 3 horizontal zones. Bottom third, low, and across goal. Middle third, mid-height, far post. Top third, top corner. For Yamal-style finishing, you're targeting the middle to top far post zone. That's your area. Practice hitting that specific zone repeatedly until you can find it consistently. To recreate Yamal-style finishes in training, set up a cone at the right channel, 18 to 20 meters from goal. Dribble in from wide right, cut inside off the cone, open your body, and strike for the far top corner. That's the drill. Simple, boring, effective. Do it 50 times a session. You've nailed the technique in training. No pressure, plenty of time, no one chasing you. Now let's talk about the real game, where you have less than a second and a defender breathing down your neck. Yamal is elite at this, not because he has superhuman reactions, because he prepares earlier. One-touch and two-touch finishes are the backbone of his quick shooting. A one-touch finish means you're shooting first time. The ball arrives and immediately leaves your foot toward goal. This requires you to already be in the right position, body already open, weight already shifted forward. You can't react to the ball. You have to anticipate it. Two-touch finishing is the adjustment touch we discussed earlier, followed immediately by the shot. Receive, set, strike. No pause in between. The key is that the adjustment touch is small, just enough to get the ball in the right position. The moment you take a big first touch, a defender closes the space and the window is gone. Shooting before defenders set themselves is a principle Yamal uses constantly. When a defender is still moving, still shifting their weight, still adjusting their position, they cannot block a shot effectively. The moment they stop and plant, they're dangerous. So you have to shoot while they're still in motion. That means making your decision earlier, reading the space earlier, and trusting yourself to execute. Minimal backlift is the technical key to faster releases. Watch Yamal's leg action on quick finishes. The swing is short, compact, and explosive. He doesn't bring his leg all the way back like he's taking a penalty. He snaps through the ball with a tight, fast motion. This reduces the time from decision to execution significantly. To practice this, try snap shooting against a wall. Stand 5 meters away, play the ball against the wall, and when it returns, hit it first time with a short, compact swing. No wind up, just snap. Do this for 10 minutes every session, and your quick release shooting will improve faster than almost anything else you can do. Tight angle finishing is a different skill entirely. When you're wide of the goal post and the angle is narrow, most players panic and either blast it straight at the keeper or attempt an impossible curl. Yamal does something smarter. He aims for the near post, low and hard. A shot hit low and firm to the near post from tight angle is one of the hardest for a keeper to deal with because they can't see it clearly through traffic, and the angle of the post creates a rebound opportunity even if they get a touch on it. 4 tight angle drills. Place the ball 2 meters outside the post at a 15 to 20 degree angle. Strike it low and hard at the near post. Repeat from different distances. You're training your brain and your body to stay calm in an unfavorable position and still produce a purposeful shot. Technical ability without the right mindset is only worth half as much. This chapter is the half that most people ignore entirely. Recognizing the right moment to shoot is a skill in itself. Not every situation calls for a shot. The players who shoot at every opportunity get a reputation for being selfish, and their shots are easy to save because they're predictable. The players who never shoot unless it's perfect never develop the confidence to pull the trigger when it matters. Yamal has found the balance. He shoots when 3 things align. He's in a good position, the goalkeeper isn't perfectly set, and a shot is genuinely the highest percentage option. When those 3 conditions are met, he shoots without hesitation. When they aren't, he keeps the ball moving. Confidence versus forcing shots. This distinction is massive. Confidence means pulling the trigger when you're in a good position, even under pressure, even if you might miss. Forcing shots means shooting from bad positions because you're desperate to score. Yamal almost never forces shots. Every time he shoots, there's a logic to it, even if it doesn't go in. Reading goalkeeper positioning is a habit elite attackers build over years of watching and playing. Before you even receive the ball, glance at the keeper. Are they off their line? Are they leaning one way? Have they moved toward the near post? Every piece of information is useful. Yamal processes this almost unconsciously because he's done it so many times. You can start building this habit right now by making it a deliberate rule in training. Every time you're about to shoot, you must first know where the keeper is. Over time, it becomes automatic. Staying calm in 1v1 situations comes down to one thing: slowing your mind down when your body wants a rush. The instinct in a 1v1 is to shoot as quickly as possible before the opportunity disappears. But that panic leads to rushed, telegraphed shots that keepers read easily. Take a breath, commit to your decision, then execute it with conviction. Yamal's secret in 1v1 situations? He makes the keeper move first. He uses his body, his eyes, or a fake to get the keeper to shift, and then he goes the other way. He doesn't react to the keeper. He makes the keeper react to him. Elite attackers think about finishing before the ball arrives. They've already scanned the goal, noted the keeper's position, and decided on their shot. By the time the ball reaches their foot, the decision is made. All that's left is execution. Start practicing this. Arrive at every training shot with a clear, pre-decided target. No changing your mind mid-swing. Right? This is where it all comes together. Here is a full weekly training plan built around everything we've covered. You could do most of this alone with a ball and a goal. If you don't have a goal, use a wall and mark a target area with tape. Warm-up routine. 10 minutes every session starts the same way. 5 minutes of dynamic movement. Leg swings forward and back, hip circles, lateral shuffles, and high knees. Then 5 minutes of close control, juggling, and passing against a wall at low intensity. You're warming up your feet, your hips, and your coordination simultaneously. Don't skip this. Cold muscles produce poor technique and increase injury risk. Daily ball striking drills. 20 minutes, set up 5 meters from a wall or goal. Practice the adjustment touch, followed by a driven strike. Start with your dominant foot. Focus entirely on the mechanics. Lean forward, ankle lock, contact through the center, long follow through. 3 sets of 15 reps each foot. Rest 90 seconds between sets. Once you can consistently hit the same spot with your dominant foot, move to your weaker foot and repeat. Weak foot shooting work. 10 minutes, this one hurts, but it matters. Yamal uses his left foot surprisingly well for a right-sided winger, and that unpredictability is part of what makes him dangerous. 2 sets of 20 reps with your weaker foot. Same mechanics as above. Don't let the awkwardness make you rush. That's when bad habits form. Curved finishing repetitions. 15 minutes, set up the cone in the right channel at 18 to 20 meters from goal, as described earlier. Dribble in, cut inside, open your body, and curl for the far top corner. 4 sets of 12 reps. Mix in a small number of near-post finishes so you don't become predictable even in training. After 2 weeks of this drill, try from 22 to 25 meters. If you've built the technique correctly, the distance won't matter as much as you think. Pressure finishing exercises. 15 minutes, get a partner if you can. They pass the ball to you from different angles and distances, and you must shoot first or second touch every time. No setting yourself up perfectly. No taking time. The constraint is the point. It forces you to use the quick release and snap shooting mechanics we covered. If you're alone, use a wall rebound from different distances. 3 sets of 10 passes each. Match realistic shooting circuits. 20 minutes, this is the most important part of the session. Set up 3 different shooting scenarios at different distances and angles around the goal. Move between stations with a short dribble, receive, or take from the cone, and shoot. The movement before the shot is essential. It simulates real game conditions and forces your body to prepare on the move. 3 rounds of the full circuit with 2 minutes rest between rounds. Weekly progression structure. Monday, full session, all of the above. Tuesday, light day, 20 minutes of close control and adjustment touch work only Wednesday. Full session with extra focus on curve finishing Thursday. Rest or light movement only, walk, stretch, mobility. Friday, full session with extra focus on pressure finishing Saturday. Match or game intensity training Sunday. Rest. Recommended reps, sets, and intensity levels. Weeks 1 and 2, lower volume. Focus entirely on technique at 60 to 70% power. Build the movement patterns before worrying about pace on the shot. Weeks 3 and 4, increase to 80% power. Maintain technique standards. Start timing your sessions to track progress. Weeks 5 and 6, full intensity. Add the match-realistic circuits and pressure drills at competitive pace. This is where you'll feel the difference. Track your consistency, not your highlights. The goal isn't to score one brilliant goal in training. It's to hit the far post zone 8 out of 10 times from your preferred distance. When you can do that, you've genuinely improved. Lamine Yamal is 18 years old and already competing with the best footballers on the planet. What separates him isn't just talent. It's the precision, the habits, and the obsessive attention to the details we've just broken down. The footwork before the shot, the hip-driven power, the far post curl, the fast release, the composure in 1v1 situations. None of these things happen by accident. They were built through repetition, session after session, long before anyone was watching. You've got the information. Now it comes down to what you do with it. Start with Chapter 2 if you're serious. The footwork. Get that right first. Everything else builds on top of it. Drop a comment and tell me which part of your shooting you're working on first. I read every single one. See you in the next one.